What's going on? This is
All right.
WyzDM with Crazy J. Crazy J, how you doing?
Pretty good. How's it going, everybody?
All right, so we're going to be commentating the final rounds of the Sons of Saints Team Zenith tournament. So we would have the next round with myself versus Curious Turtle. So we're gonna go ahead and start this. So now, Crazy J, I know you.
I assume we started already. Are we? When are we starting it?
Oh, sorry. Just
We can restart it.
all right. Let's restart. All right, you ready?
Ready?
Go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Yeah.
All right. So now we'll only be like just milliseconds behind each other now.
Sure.
So I know you're familiar with playing, my order against your chaos. I mean, we've played a few times. What about Curious
Yeah.
Turtle? How much do you know about him?
I've seen him play a lot in the replays online. I've watched a few of his YouTube videos. Seems pretty solid. Did he used to play a lot a while back, and now
Oh,
he's
yeah.
kind of making a comeback and just trying to rank up to one of the top 5, I think.
He certainly was a lot more active than he has been, but that doesn't make him any less of a contender, as he's now only just now lost to Chaos previously in the bracket, which is why he's
Yeah.
facing me in losers, as I myself lost to Khan. So,
So does that mean you have to do a double elimination to get back?
yes, it was
or-
a double elimination bracket. Yeah, it was. We out of pools. It was 4 people just went straight into bracket. So first round was Chaos 0176 against Curious Turtle, who Curious Turtle had lost to, and then I had lost to Khan. So
I see.
and then we did commentate the match of with Chaos, and I did the match of himself versus Khan. So Khan is waiting in grand finals. So it would be the winner of this match against Chaos, and would go and face him.
Next.
So right
It
now,
looks like you're holding tower.
I'm
He's
holding
coming in with
tower.
the bomber.
But yeah, Curious. Yeah, there he goes with the bomber.
Mhm.
I have to be careful about that because, again, burn will take the life off, my sword units if I'm not careful. I certainly have to mine the health right there. Oh,
So is your plan to build up enough and try to rush in, or are you just trying to get up to some archers?
yeah, Archidons. I'm loading one now. Yeah, as soon as I see bombers, I pretty much go straight for Archidons. That's key because Archidons I can use, to kite pack. They don't settle space like Swords Wrath. Swords Wrath, they plant firm. They just kind of slash at whatever gets in their face. But I can use the Archidons, stop bombers from coming into my miners, stop crawlers from coming into my base, and yeah, crawlers are very susceptible to, just range attacks. You can see here, I'm just gonna G-kite away. I'm gonna get a tick on that bomber. That's gonna force him back a little bit.
Yeah. It looks like he's putting the bombers first, which is hurting him a little bit.
Yeah,
He needs,
definitely
he
don't
needs
want
to
to
control
do that.
those behind the crawlers.
And now right there, he kind of just he forced a bomber on one of my swords, which again, that's the plan. The farther out away the bombers are from my Archidons, meaning I can keep them alive a lot longer. And there, that was a bad retreat, because again, my Archidon, if he had went forward, he could have at least traded with that.
Yeah.
All his crawlers died right there. And Curious
Now,
Turtle.
now he's in a tough spot. I would be thinking defense all the way right now for the
He's
amount of
certainly
stuff you
doing
have.
that. He's got himself a castle dead, which can buy him some time. Again, loading those bombers, getting rid of the clumps, some just general play right there. But all this while, he hasn't loaded himself, a unit like a dead. He started one now, but he doesn't have a jugger or a wing.
He does have a decent amount of eco though.
I know, but he's losing.
It looks like
right
he went
here.
pretty high. Yeah, yeah.
Again, those Archidons are going to keep him off the second row. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of work in, just take out whatever's unhealthy there. A lot of mana, though. So, I mean, right now...
Yeah, he's got his first dead out there just to protect his miners.
We go back. Now, we've been pretty equal in population. I'm up him a little bit by 5.
And now you've got the tower spawn coming too, so...
Oh, I'm pretty convinced I can hold it at this point. I now that I see that he's broken deads, deads take a bit to walk forward, and so I pretty much go for the tower, play it safe. I can use that before I can get my own spear up there.
And it looks like you're already researching shield block and fire arrows.
I
so
don't
your
normally go for the fire arrows, but with, with this kind of control, I definitely want to invest in all my offensive options. Normally that mana would be used for Merrick's, but I'm pretty confident that he's not going to be able to touch me. I won't need that heal or that poison restoration. To pretty much go for flushing him out.
Yeah, just build up your archers and then just lose the Spiritans anyway.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Spiritans, I can wall, so they won't die as fast. The Merrics, they'd mostly be for cure if I was getting poison on Archidons, but he doesn't have enough hits to
he's already losing his juggies, yeah.
Yeah. And you can see that it gets burn on the dead, burn on archers. Just kind of, and see, like, I just recycle the spears there, so I don't lose that one as fast.
I'm gonna have to turn down the sound effects at some point here. I'm just gonna turn it down.
This might be my sound effects actually that are too loud. I'll turn.
Oh no, that was mine. That's fine.
Oh, they're yours? Okay.
Yeah, looks like you got him anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, one thing, he's loading Sarge way too late now. If he had a little Sarge, if he had some Sarge earlier, he could have forced my Spiritans out further back, where my Archidons would be more vulnerable. But.
Yeah, it looks like maybe he went a little bit too eco-heavy, and he just lost way too many cats.
Yeah, I don't think he was mindful of how much time had passed on the clock, before making, these deads and Juggernaut units. I try to get mine out by at least, 2.5 minutes. Have something on the field. Maybe not as order against chaos, but as chaos certainly needs something by that time. So I'll go ahead and.
Should we load the next one then?
Yeah, let's just load the next one. And now see, I did something clever because I have my side on this stream. I added extra replays to fill the slots in, so you don't know who won or not. Yeah, because I'm just copy pasting from a notepad file.
Yeah.
Alright, so leave this.
So yeah, anytime you want to start game 2, just let me know, and I'll push start.
Alright, we can start it right now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, start.
I'm gonna quickly turn off the music there. I just like having the sound effects. The music, I mean, it's fantastic, but we're trying to just get our voices and just sound effect volume so we can hear what's coming. So now again, with the stage striking process here, how it works is we've so far had it where the winner, just kind of crosses off two, and then the other player is just free to pick one. We do play where Castle and Grass Hills are they're banned out of the gate. Just only for the size of Grass Hills being too big, and games could take ages there. There's also a lot of opportunity to stall using just the wall and just forcing the other player to come out a lot farther, and by then you can run massive giants into a late game fiasco, which again just takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it's not great for entertainment purposes anyway.
No.
Well, it looks like he's doing a little bit better with his crawlers now, but he chickened out a little bit there, which I don't know. That sword is going to come back to haunt him, I think.
Yeah, this like again, having an Archidon out this early, it's not always ideal. I'm certainly trying something new because, again, I like to keep, players on their edge. Running the same macro twice allows player to get, I know what he's doing every game.
Yeah, a little bit predictable, yeah. And it looks like you're keeping your Archidon just far enough that you can run into your base when you need to, which it looks like I'm going to take a pass there, but again... is he going to get in the base? Oh wow! Did you get in? Yeah.
I did manage to get in. Yeah. So
that was huge. So
again, I took the bomber hit, so I wouldn't have to. That was on something I could garrison and then bring back out. And now I waited for him to go deep. I now have my Archidon back outside. But again, here's the bomber out in the front. But no, I'm not gonna. Again, he's gonna hit me, and that just forces me back inside my castle.
I see a lot of people doing this with 4 cats, and then they just keep running a bomber in, 4 cats running bomber until they can work their eco up, and then eventually get a dead or a wing or whatever they want to go into.
Appears to be the case right here. Now he is running a higher populace in this game. I do have a couple Archidons though, so those crawlers don't mean much to me. But yeah, he's certainly he's got a firmer grasp on his economy.
Yeah. Now, when you see his numbers at like 37, does it ever cross your mind that he might be going crawler upgrades? How do you judge that?
Well,
like,
I don't. I actually
you try to
wouldn't
scout
know
for that
because you don't see the other opposing players' population in the game.
Oh yeah.
So I'm only able
but
to
I mean,
look at
if you were able to scout, if you were able to scout your opponent and see that he's got a massive crawlers, do you ever fear that he's going to be going into the crawler upgrades?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that just something that doesn't happen because of the pace? You just keep forcing that.
Depends. Only certain players I know now use crawler upgrades. Just because I mean.
Do you find them useful?
Well,
like, do you think they could be useful in a tournament?
I've used them. I think I actually had Chaos use them against me, and again we'll get to those games later. They are very lethal. You just have to look out for them, because I mean if you are at lower numbers than his crawlers, I mean, and he gets too close, easily punishable with animation cancels. And you can see now, I don't have much to block the Juggernaut though, and so he's not.
You're just heading back, regroup, building up. So are all you thinking right now is just build up your archer count?
Well,
is that your basic strategy? Or?
I can't go for a spear right now, because a spear would again, it takes too long and it's taking a lot of gold. I'm thinking like, well, he's already got a Jug and a few deads. His economy is a lot farther ahead than mine. So I'm just kind of cheesing him a little bit here. The Sword Wrath gold
just chip him down.
Yeah, it's expendable. You know, that's something. I'm mostly just trying to get him to, scared enough where he doesn't push in as much. Because I don't have. You can see now I'm loading my spear, but it's taking some time.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to be cautious with those deads for how slow they move. If you get trapped in too close, you just can almost lose the whole game right there.
Yeah, I think I am now like 20 population behind. He's certainly much farther ahead of me with his army, and now his deads have closed in. They're poisoning pretty much everything. I think the main thing that did it for me, and I recognize that it's over there, was, that early archer. He played it safe and patient, and I wasn't able to get any mileage off that. While I was keeping it alive, I wasn't killing anything.
Yeah, it didn't pay for itself because it was just chipping the cats down.
Yeah,
or, sorry, crawlers. I still call them cats.
I call them cats myself. They look it, and they run like it, they feel like it. So
yeah.
Go ahead and load game 3 here.
And when we were developing, everything was named cats just for, when you program, you just want the shortest name possible, right? If you're going to type it a million times.
Exactly.
So we still call things cats and archers and swords and things like that.
All right, so you ready to start game 3?
Yeah, ready. 1, 2, 3, go.
Going. And now these are best of 5 sets, grand finals, best of 7. Yeah, I think that was a lot of games, but that was Chaos' idea, and so we ran with it. So again, we're gonna see lots of Order versus Chaos here, and lots of.
And is this the third time you've started on the left side?
This is the third time on the left side. I start on the left side often. I'm not sure if it's actually.
I remember you mentioning that a long time ago. You said you always seem to start on the left side.
I do.
But it's totally random, so I guess you're just lucky if you like the left side.
Well, I'm certainly more fond of the left side, and since I've stated that I gain it more, so I'm familiar with how my buttons work. I use a lot of the general attack buttons in. With different units for offensive approaches. Sometimes, like with archers, it's easy to forward kite if instead of clicking forward on the map, I click the enemy and then just drop down my mouse into the all attack button with my other units so they can follow. Different combinations like that seem to work out for me. Now, yeah, I'm certainly doing a lot better job just running in swords as I did game 1. So
you haven't even started an archery. This is kind of adapting.
There's the bomber, though. Yeah. So he's going to take a small lead with his population, but I'm keeping enough sword numbers there where he doesn't have control of the tower yet. It's more favoring my side, which is how I want to keep it. Chaos with tower control early. Ooh, it's scary. Those deads just seem to come out a lot faster.
And one thing I notice some people do is they'll come in with their cats, and they'll almost double bluff now because they know you're going to go for the weak cat.
Yes.
So you can almost double and triple bluff which one you're actually going to target, right?
Yes.
Because against a really good player, it's like, why bother targeting that low one? You know he's going to pull it away.
Yep.
Right.
And I've done that a couple times. I've seen him come in with, a weak crawler, not going for it because I realize he's going to keep that out of harm's way no matter,
Yeah, you almost
extent
just did it right there, yeah. It looks like you guys are just building up your basic units right now.
Pretty much. I have an Archidon into play, and he's gonna actually chase that sword back, but he's gonna blow up the bomber there. He's not really gonna have anything to go for my Archidon now, and I'm just gonna forward kite him all the way back. And our population is.
But now you have tower, yeah.
Yeah, I do have tower. No, he is actually a little bit ahead in his population, but again, it's been almost 3 minutes, and still it looks like no sign of another unit like, say, a Dad or Zug.
Yeah.
I'm gonna barely.
And he ran in again with his bomber in front of the cats. So that's probably the 4th bomber he's lost in this match already just from that. So seems like that's something he's got to work on.
He's forcing a castle dead, which again, it's not with defensive options for Chaos. If possible, it's easier to just go for a regular dead with poison, because I feel like you have more control over it. A castle dead is just kind of just singles out random units. I don't find it reliable, and I hate having to go for it. As you can tell, that's some desperation.
And especially since you don't have any Spiritons or anything, and I think the castle dead, from what I recall, I think does extra damage to armor.
Does it really?
I think so. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since we balanced it, but
I've only taken advantage of it through how it's a single target. The Orcher.
Yeah, exactly.
The Order Archer is as it's has splash damage. It's not something I'm comfortable going in with a group of Sword Wrath, because they're out in just 3 minutes, and I don't feel like I get as much gold from using them. But against Chaos, I'm not afraid about doing that, as, if they get poisoned, oh well, but, they're not going to die anytime soon. It's going to take a lot of hits to take them all out, one by one by one.
So I notice he hasn't got the economy upgrade yet, but you do. Is that because you're fearing a bomber running?
That I always do it against Chaos in general, as I understand to take a lot, to take out the deads. I pretty much need to swarm them, because they're tanky units. They'll hold up to a lot. So I always push for having a strong economy in my Chaos games, so I can run Archidons and Spears in greater numbers than deads and juggernauts. So
just personally, is your order your strongest empire right now? It's gone a few ways. I think right now, as I've played a lot more of it, it's certainly stronger. But I mean, my Chaos is not, it's not even using it less. I don't feel like any less comfortable going Chaos. I chose to go Order this tournament actually because I saw how there weren't any other strong Order players who were going to make it in finals. I predicted something of this nature where, many of the players would be, Chaos users. So I wanted to be that, that Order face. Represent Order.
It is possible, yeah. A lot of people.
And I noticed, is it Mystery Bat who's representing the Elementals? Or?
He did.
He did pretty well. That was pretty impressive.
He had lost to Chaos actually in pools. Chaos had taken his spot now, so.
Yeah.
Quite the onslaught of Spears and Archers, and you can see how my Archer count is paying off as I've managed to kill a few of his deads, and that weakens, his damage with poison quite a bit. I'm not afraid to get in close with my Archidons now.
And his deads are just too slow to run back, and
with the
just doesn't have enough jugs.
Exactly, the Spirited Wall kind of cuts off their damage. The guts don't do, a lot on their own. It's the poison you have to be careful. So now I'm just trampling over his units.
Yeah, this looks like a good game here.
Yeah, I'd say it's.
He's probably just taking some time to collect himself for the last game.
Certainly think about what are his options too for striking. As I've said, it's 2 maps, so at this point I'd be certainly thinking about, okay, I see what he did here. Where could I take him? Where maybe the map size might have something I could use against him. Where it's certainly harder to pull off an army. So I mean, if I was him, I'd actually think desert. I've heard a lot of Chaos users, claim that short maps are, they're uncomfortable there. It's not their favorite. But especially with bombers having so high priority with burn, short maps certainly do a lot more work, I think. But I don't know. I loaded my my third replay.
Okay, I got the next one. You ready to start it? 3, 2, 1, go.
Start. So yeah, we're actually at gates. He likes the. It looks like he's comfortable.
Is this was this his second choice, or I think he played on this one already?
We did play on this one already.
Yeah.
This was actually the map that I lost. So how it works
is, so he's thinking he's gonna win again, and so you're thinking I'm not gonna start with Archer.
Yeah. No, it's you can play back a map that the other player lost in, but they have to agree to it. And in which case, in a medium-sized map, I'm just going where I goofed once. I'm just not making that same mistake.
Yeah. Is there I notice almost everyone seems to start with 4 miners, and then you just go into 3 crawlers. Do people ever choose the miner rather than the third crawler? Because I know you have a 150 there, so you do have that option.
Ooh, it's
right,
tough.
And then you have a slight delay on your third.
I as far as for being competitively viable, I feel like it's more it's safer certainly to just stick with crawlers.
Yeah.
It
seems like there could be something viable there, because an extra miner that early.
I've done it.
I mean, he hasn't even used his third miner yet until now, right? And so he's coming in with the bomber. Gets you pretty good. Now he's going to chase you down.
Yeah, it looks like that's actually going to kill 2 swords right there. Oh, well, he's going to get the animation cancel on the other one. So yeah, that is 2 swords down for 75 gold. You can see I'm already loading castle. Castle Archer.
You've already prepared for this loss, and
well, I would say the loss.
I mean the loss. The loss of
my army.
I'm not gonna say the game. I mean loss of the battle, the small battle, not the war.
I'm kind of keeping my sword right there to hold tower, as since
just stall.
I don't want to lose it, and now I'm gonna see if I can get him to chase me back down. No, as soon as I recognize the loss of my army against chaos, I immediately go for the castle archer. As swords, and you don't want swords and bombers in the base. You need that. You need that defense to keep them out. He's loading bombers now, but back to what you were saying though about the going into the miner with the incoming 150 gold from the start. I've done that on Grass Hills sometimes. That's the only map I do it. And against somebody who I know is not very oriented with swords, and who I don't have to worry about, having that pressure early on that large map. That's only when I count it safe. But now it looks like he's going to be running in with his crawlers. I'm keeping them very spaced. Again, game of chicken, but he hasn't once gone for it. He hasn't pulled that that full commitment. So
yeah,
he hasn't done.
So are you thinking at all right now? Well, it looks like he's trying for something now, but
it looks like he's going
maybe a wall. Are you thinking about a wall at all?
I only wall out of desperation. Walls take a lot of gold. I don't like doing it until
you got the eco upgrading right now.
Again, so that's the first thing I go for. I go that before spear almost every game, unless I'm really working my swords and I'm in his base. But at this point, I'm still fighting for tower. I'm going for my economy.
And I noticed he started researching a castle dead. Let's see if he got it. Yeah, he did. He did commit to it too. It's kind of strange.
I don't really like that source. I never actually noticed how he had that this game. Just because I'm not even close to his base. I'm not trying to press in. I just think he's nervous, as we've played a couple games like this already. He thinks that I'm about to seize in, and But no, I only do that if I have multiple swords to use to take hits from the castle dead. Right here, I don't have the swords. I'm playing with archers. Archidons can't press in without having the meat shields. So.
And it looks like he's researching poison now, and he's doing a better job of keeping those bombers back.
Very wise idea.
Just as I said that, he got exploded. But
well, he saved the poison now for when he has the units. When dead with poison, that's something I'm not afraid of. I can just recycle units and just keep whatever ones he's locked onto in the front. But 3 deads. Even without poison, I'm a bit weary because it takes time for me to kill them. And now with the poison.
And once again, he hasn't got minor hustle in like 3 games now. With the amount of
eco
miners he has, I think,
He
think you
does
could
have the deads
sacrifice
up.
300.
He does have the deads up on my second line of gold though, so I gotta be careful with my Archidons. You know, it looks like I'm gonna be losing some miners here, as I'm just now pulling off the mana for enough for a. Oh, I don't use it. I thought I would get a Merrick here, but instead I'm going for passives. I guess I still value how much I can pull forward with gold in the future. So I'm looking at, ooh, again, those deads came in way too close. Now his Juggernauts and Castle Archer range. He's going to eat a lot of damage here. Yeah, no, there goes his Jugger. I still have a healthy spear out in the front. That looks like that's going to be a lot of damage on his deads.
Yeah, I think I would have tried to sacrifice one of my units and just ran the others back, because by the amount of archers you had.
Yeah, I see.
Just recoup.
You can see how I've managed to keep my Archidons alive. I've dropped one there, but I mean this is staggering numbers pitted against him. You know, I've now swung full 10 unit count ahead of him. That's another dead that's just kind of just out hanging in the open.
Yeah, this is not looking good, and now he doesn't even have minor hustle or anything. He's just. It looks like it's pretty much over.
Yeah, get the Spirited Wall up. That Zergonaut isn't going to be able to do much.
It's crazy. You know, he's such a good player. You know, when you watch this, you think, oh, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? But he is one of the top players. So you got to give him credit for that.
I mean, I had just played him today actually, and he beat me. So you know, and he did take a game off me against this set. You know, this was not an overwhelming victory for me, I'd say. I just managed to get in the upper hand.
A couple mistakes here or there could have definitely changed.
Oh, it certainly turned the game around against him.
I would have liked to see a game 5. That's okay.
Oh, you'll
good games.
You'll get more games as we now will be heading into when I face Chaos, just coming out from losing to Khan in winter finals. So. We'll load that up.
Can I just pause for a minute?
Absolutely.
1 minute, I'll be right back.
Yep. And I'm going to use this time to open up the Twitch chat to see how you guys are enjoying this. Again, this is Crazy Jay on the microphone with me, going through, you know, these tournament replays for you guys. We'll just get a good count for... oh yeah, we got a good group of you in the Twitch chat right now. We got shoutouts to SoS, Dez, Hash, Banderas, Tay, Khan, and Eagle.
I said something.
All right. And again, I think all of you guys, yeah, all of you were in this tournament. So the sound effects are still too loud. All right, thanks, Ren. I'm gonna I'll adjust those right now for you.
Back, you ready to do, looks like Chaos?
Yes.
Okay, let me just load it up. Just tell me when you want to start and I can just get it going.
We can start right now.
Okay.
So, again, now I was on the left side against...
you got the right side this time.
I did get the right side. Again, sometimes I'm on the right side. I've always thought of it as maybe being ping related, because Chaos... it seems to be a very, you know, he has a fast connection, probably comparable to my own. So I know, you know, again, if I'm playing against somebody like Ben, also in my time zone, I seem to switch to the right side. But no, most of the other games I'm on the left. So I would consider. Are
you allowed to change your empire during this tournament, or how does that work?
You have to give full account for the switch. Say if it's you know, game 2. You know, if you won, it would go a map pick first, so the winner would strike 2, and then the map would be selected, and off that selection, then the winner could decide, well, maybe I want to change empires, as, you know, I didn't strike Swamp, and he's going to be taking me to Swamp. I don't like, you know, I'm not comfortable with that small map as Chaos. I will play Order, in which case the other player now has a response to change his empire. And then again, you know, you can stay Chaos, and the other player would be like, well, I'll go Chaos. You know, we'll do the Chaos Ditto on the small map. That's how it works. We do the map switch first, because you know, going straight into the Empire before, you know, the map pick, that lets you know, oh, I already know, you know, a lot about more behind, what he's doing to try and pit himself up against me. You might.
So it looks like he went into. It looks like he went into like 6 cats rather than Turtle was doing 4 cats into bombers. So it looks like he's trying to mass more cats here.
I actually like to do 5 cats into bombers because the gold just seems the numbers just magically work for that. I find myself the moment I'm finished with 5 cats, I've got 75 gold. So he's gonna drop a sword there, but I don't think that was intentional. And you can see, not nice.
He says duck.
He says duck.
But it looks like
go for that sword. So he does have a pretty good crawler count despite him taking off one of my Sword's Wrath. But I am establishing the tower control here. It looks like whenever he's poking in with his bombers, I'm spacing them out, so he's not quite sure where to put the bombers.
Yeah.
He does find a home there. Very nice placement. He's gonna take another sword and weaken my other 2. But
pretty even trade though, 150, 150.
Huh? I'd say it's even, but with bombers, you definitely got to get a lot of mileage on them.
Oh, he is going for the crawler upgrades now.
Yeah, so
he's going for both of them.
You get to see some crawler action here. Yeah, crawlers certainly very lethal, not just in numbers, but I mean, if I don't have enough Archidons to keep him out with that speed, I only have a couple G-kites before I can manage to pick any off.
And you can almost scout this, right? Because at this stage he hasn't even gone for dead yet, and he's still massing crawlers.
I'm not entirely convinced.
Oh, he's got the
because
dead.
I haven't seen just because
I guess you didn't get deep into his base, because he had that mana early, right?
Yeah. Well, I never really, unless it's like a staggering number of crawlers, like right here, it's still just a few. I'm not even worried if he goes for crawler upgrade. So you can see how he's going to try to pull forward. Oh no, he is going to keep his crawlers further back. Let's see, does he have the poison for the dead? I wonder.
He doesn't. He doesn't have poison yet because I saw him hit one of your archers.
Yeah, I see.
Now you got the Spiriton coming in.
Yeah, at this point he really needed the poison. Ooh, he's just barely for that archer.
Yeah.
But you can see, he doesn't have enough numbers, and that's a crucial mistake. Getting so close.
And his crawlers didn't pay off now at all. Those upgrades are just wasted.
No, he couldn't. He had 2, Archidons that were easy picks, and he missed both of them. And now he's gonna lose his deads. And
his deads won't be able to run back fast enough. It looks like.
And he still doesn't have the poison for him either. It's not something he could try to use to just switch between targets, try to weaken them as they come through. These are looking. This is looking like a wrap here.
Yeah. Looks like he did some misclicking, but that's what happens in the high pressure situations, right?
Yeah, you can't afford to make those mistakes. As you can see, keeping those units, not keeping those crawlers, onto targets for long enough, costed him, and not even getting any kills. And that was even, it wasn't looking like those crawlers were going to make it, but he needed to get something from that. You can't just go all in and then, pull out. Yeah, definitely really unfortunate for Chaos. So now I have game 2.
I got the next one, loaded, and you can start in 3, 2, 1.
All right, starting.
All right, so he's got the left side again.
Left side, we have our standard starts going.
Oh, does that mean he picked this map now, right?
Oh yeah, he did pick this map. Yeah, against Chaos, I actually strike the short stages now, because I'm terrible under not bomber pressure, but I don't like having to conflict. Is he going for my army? Is he going for my economy? I like to. I kind of like to force the decisions out for him. If I see he's got a bomber, I'll try to I'll bait him. I'll try to make whatever I can work so he doesn't try to go for my economy. Because again, economy harassment into deads is very pivotal for Chaos.
Now, were you even aware last game? I guess you would have been aware that he had the upgrade when he was chasing down your 3 archers.
When he made the Archidon approach, yeah, and I saw, he did the damage just because he didn't get any kills. I certainly saw it.
Yeah, because of the
that.
speed.
Yeah, I say at that moment I recognized it. I really had no idea until then, even though he was making them with the deads, I wasn't sure if he had some other trick, if maybe, he was loading a Juggernaut just then. I never assume, crawler upgrades until I really see, a whole lot of them charging at me at once. And by then, it's time to think Castle Archer 2 even, because Castle Archer 1, it will do some work, but I mean, they're going to be in there, they're going to be fast, you want them dead, and you don't want them in your base, so...
So it looks like he's running you back, and he's using bombers now.
I'm running back because again, the swords are in perfect range, just to get a clap on them. So
yeah, might as well heal up too while you're back there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give him the tower now, but because again, I haven't taken any loss of life here, so I'm willing to keep them alive for now, to save them for play later. Maybe have the bombers just kill a couple here, but then bring out the rest of them when he think he's got me, and have some more protection. You can see in here now I'm bringing out a lot of swords. He's going for crawler upgrades again though.
Yeah.
He certainly has the number to work with that though.
He's going for just pack mentality so far. I wonder if he'll commit to it.
Again, he's fishing for his bombers, but he can't seem to find a home for him. I managed to get... Oh, he gets a couple there. But, yeah, you got to keep splitting your units. And I like to cycle... it's not just 2 units I move around. I'll move 2, and then I'll move another 2. Keep guessing. It looks like he's pretty deep on this...
on the way back, it looks like he's probably going to lose quite a few of these. He's pretty committed to this. Pretty good kiting going on here. Now you got a second one. This could be... could be the game almost if he. Oh,
he didn't kill either of those Archidons, and now I'm managed to get a couple ticks on his crawlers on the retreat. Ooh, that's a good crawler right there. So now he still has some bombers and some crawlers though, so it's not entirely over. He's got to get better bomber placement on my swords. That's one thing he hasn't done well. He's managed to get only a couple good blasts, but right there he just settles for it. He just goes all out to get rid of the swords.
Yeah, and then this is the other problem. He can't make bombers and crawlers at the same time, and he has all these crawler upgrades, which are
I just noticed how much gold
again going to be useless.
Yeah, ooh, I managed to get rid of.
Yeah, he has a ton of gold he's not using.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
You don't want to do that.
Now he's getting a castle dead. Yikes! Yeah, if you can pressure him here.
He's gonna follow the bombers behind the Zug, so if he can get the animation cancels, he might be able to turn this around. But he's gotta be more diligent about keeping his units tucked, because I have the Archidons. It's gonna be harder to pull out the deads, and now I've got a spear in there. He's trying to go for the weak Archidon, but like I said, I believe I told you, Archidons can perfect kite Juggernauts. Even if Juggernauts get the swing animation out, an Archidon has full time.
I remember the game against you the other night when I had like 10 jugs coming at your Archidons.
Yeah.
And I charged just at the wrong second. They all went into your spears.
One thing I am doing is, he did manage to keep my my spears out, and like I said, I never want to go in with just Archidons because the poison will kill them very quick. You gotta have a meat shield. So you see, I've got a Merrick. I'm keeping my Merrick back. In the event though, I need to pull back. I don't want that Merrick to I don't want to lose him. So I just want to have what I'm going in with. Just my group of Archidons and my little spirits and wall.
And then so far all the Chaos players I've seen they haven't even tried wings yet.
No, a lot of Chaos players now are just kind of roll deads because deads are tanky and they poison. They do a lot of work really. I find and against Archidons, wings they don't cut it sometimes. I have a lot of trouble as Chaos going against Archidons with wings. It's something that's more, dependent on building armies faster. If you get a wing out earlier, you can force the Archidons back a bit. But, Chaos players are more comfortable, using their economy, going in just for, having more units out later, like the Deads and the Zuggers, as Deads take 15
That's
seconds.
good game right there.
Yeah, Deads take 15 seconds to bring out, where the Wings take, I think it's 20, and it's 15 seconds for Archidons. So they're thinking, well, one Dead easily beats out one Archidon. The trouble with that, though, again, is, if I'm able to get my Merrics and my Spirits and Walls, you need something clever to rack up damage. Otherwise, I'll just tank you out. I'll eventually get rid of your Zugs, and then I'll break into your line of zombie.
All right, just give me a minute again before we.
That's fine. I gotta dig in for the third game here. Daz, are you saying Crazy J's mic is too loud? Because it might just be me. I think I might have turned his mic up on TeamSpeak. Or Wiz turn up? What do you mean? You're saying I'm too quiet?
Hey, you guys there?
I'm right here. Hold on. They're asking me to turn up my microphone, so hold on. I gotta get that figured out.
Are we on the third game now? Or
we are on the third game, yes.
Third game, that's what I thought.
How's that? Is that any better? WyzDM, my mic is quiet. I'm like speaking right into it now.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. they're all freaking out over the Twitch chat, but no, I think we're good now. So
okay, anytime you want to start, let me know.
Let's start it.
Okay, go.
So we're on to Forest. This time I get the left side, which I'm actually a lot more, like I said, comfortable playing with. So
I wonder if he's gonna change his strategy at all, or just try to be better.
I don't know.
No, I just mean the fact that he's already lost too.
Oh yeah. I certainly don't think Crawler.
Crawler upgrades is not working.
Have paid off for him. No. Well, I mean, they're dangerous. Sure, the way he's approached with them, he hasn't found room to go in and get cancels on units. That, and he hasn't built enough of them. He needs
to almost hide in his base a bit until he gets some numbers.
He's had him out. Sorry, he's loading the upgrades, but he doesn't have them yet, and he has them out with bombers to play. Trying to get something going to weaken my army, and that stuff. When you're going for those upgrades, it's better to just have as many healthy units as you can. So when you're ready for them, you just go out. Have a bomber in the mix. That's really all you need with those units, because I mean, they'll just kind of do the work by themselves. When I crawler mass, I just let them run free. Just go my pets. They just it's very satisfying to crawler mass. It's certainly a lot harder to do though. And I get a really nice
launched one there.
Yeah. Again, you gotta keep those weak crawlers out of the clumps.
Now it looks like he's running past. He's going to try to go for your economy, but you're holding the tower.
It is. I always keep one on the tower. He has a bomber behind it, too. So, yeah, we'll see if he does manage to... but I have my Archidon out, too. He's going to take the Archidon. But, again, he loses another crawler there. And
you had that archer out just in time. So what should he have done there? Just run back?
I think he should have just gone for a miner, really, with his bomber.
Yeah.
Going.
Oh, he's got two more coming in now.
Ooh, but he gets that Archidon. I don't manage to move that out of the way, and now he's going to get a couple swords. So that actually wasn't that bad of a trade. But I do have the second Archidon here, and I'm going to go out all the way. So now I know he's not able to get anything for that. Ooh, he does manage to get another miner there, though. So while I am now struggling with my economy, he doesn't have much of an army left. It looks like he's got a couple bombers back here. He's loading up a castle dead, so he's prepared for when I try to run in with my you know.
Looks like he's just trying to stall and prevent the tower as long as possible.
Yeah, you can see he's loaded 2 up on mana. He has something planned.
Going back into cats again. Crawlers, sorry.
I don't like that. He didn't really need the crawlers at this time. This is when you really want to get your deads out, because this is when I don't have enough. You know, I certainly don't have the Archidons to go on. I'm gonna lose.
Ooh, that was a big one, yeah.
Yeah, I think
that
he actually
nice.
manually exploded that. I mean, that.
Yeah, he might have, because it was right in between. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. Those manual explosions.
Yeah, they certainly have a lot more range to them. No, he's being patient. I see that I've recognized that he had the castle dead. So, oh, maybe not. Oh no, I do. Because I'm not going in there deep enough to get hit. And
just 1 minute.
Yep. I'm loading hustle here. He has a pretty good number up on me though. You know, he's a good 5 units plus. He has a dead. He's loading charge and
he's getting the charge.
Yeah, so we're gonna see the zombie apocalypse coming pretty soon. Unless, you know, I manage to get, you know, a good tank unit up. Because I don't really have anything but those Archidons and swords in play.
Yeah, and if he could have... one thing is, I noticed, like, at this point, people just... They don't care about their crawlers anymore. But if you had 5 crawlers right now, that's still a threat, right?
You can see he even has
if
2,
you can keep them back.
Keeping them in line with his jugs. He's going to keep them out first, but now he'll get the blast on the swords. He'll charge the sword there. I don't agree with that charge, because that puts a lot of ending lag on the Juggernaut, and you can see he took a few hits with the Archidons. I wasn't able to get as much mileage as I think I could have off that, but I mean, you know, after Juggernaut's charge, they kind of just like, they stop for a little bit.
Yeah, they stall themselves.
I'm done. Yeah, and then they get back into it. So really, you only want to charge something that you can pick up with another unit immediately afterwards.
And once again, this is where I think I'd be thinking about at least miner hustle if I have as many miners as he does. And you've had it for so long now that it's almost like the longer the game goes.
I've had it, but he's also look at his mana count though. You can see he's actually probably going to be breaking into a Medusa soon, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd say that's actually his goal. You know, he kind of has the mana for the deads. He doesn't. I think the hustle. That's something he could use. But I mean, with deads being so slow, now that he has them.
Oh, looks he's going into Hellfist, so he went for the Marrow Kai.
He went for the Marrow Kai.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually the Medusa. See, that's why I don't even mind commentating this, because it's been a while since I looked at this.
They all start to blend together. Yeah.
Oh goodness! I had to. You know, I just played Khan, then you know, Curious Turtle, now Chaos. Yeah, goodness, you got, you know, Order versus Chaos all over the place going on.
Yeah. And I like how he's keeping his deads just not at the tower, but just a little bit away. So if he needs to run back, if you do something crazy,
come forward a little bit. He likes having that map to work with. He definitely wants to be closer to his Marrow as well. You know, reap whatever I have coming in, Hellfist, whatever I have just outside of it, and.
So the Hellfists, are they pretty good? They just keep your archers back, or
they are very
is he more about the Marrow Kai pulling them in?
I think I'm more concerned about the Marrow Kai reaping, just because you can see I'm not letting him get close enough for the Hellfist. But
oh wow!
As I say
took a bit of damage.
As I live and breathe.
Have you actually played this game? I don't think you played this game. Oh, here we go. This is.
I mean, I'm just saying what I'm thinking. You know, when I see the Marrow, I'm more concerned about the reaping. Do you have Shield Bash researched at this point? Let's see. Oh, I don't think I do. I think I just go for the wall. I don't go for the bash, especially when Juggernauts. No, sorry, the shield wall. That's what I meant. Oh, if I don't have it. Yeah, I think you definitely could have used it in that battle. Yeah, you can see I'm just getting it now, actually. So. And all your archers are poisoned. You lost your Marrow. I mean, you lost your Merrick. Yeah, it's looking better. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for me. I mean, I did get rid of the Marrow Kai, but now with the tower spawn, it takes, you know, a lot of work to come back from the tower spawn. That's that's just another juggernaut.
So now are you thinking wall and just stall and build your army up?
I'm
what are you thinking?
What am I gonna do for game 4 actually?
Really?
You can see, I'm trying to tease him here, but I'm really not thinking I can pull this one out. I've lost way too many units. I'm down in my count. Even if I can wall up, it's more about what I can wall into, and.
You're so committed to archers already, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have enough gold, or I don't think I could wait for enough gold for a giant. As with with the dead count, the giant won't do much, and even with the magic kill, I don't have the tanks to last out for it. So that's why I'm still going in for numbers, because if I had enough Spiritons alive, I think I could probably pull out a stall. But with just the wall would just go out, really fast. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. So we're gonna go into a game 4 here.
Is there a way we can finish the rest? We do all the rest later?
Oh, we can do the rest later. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'll try to catch you on. It's just a bunch of people just came by. We were actually gonna do some. We're doing some board games.
Oh, that's right.
Over here, so.
Game night. Well, I'll be around same time tomorrow. Actually, I don't know if that works for you.
Yeah.
But I'll have tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll try to find you.
I'll have a Sunday. You can just.
Now that it's set up, that's the main thing, right? Anytime I see you on, we can just do it whenever.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, thanks for having me on there.
Oh, thanks for popping in, everybody. That's Crazy J on the microphone.
See you later, guys.
All right. Adios.